What's up, guys? Wanted to run through our part 2 turbo list. It is not an official list, and it is just certainly to get you thinking about your budget, your boost, what you're looking for in your build. Some of it's quality stuff, some of it might be lesser quality, but I would certainly not rule it out as being decent enough for your builds. It's not necessarily restricted to Toyota turbos. It could be any four-cylinder engine, really going from about 1.3 to 2 litre. So without any further ado, let's move on. Borg Warner Airworks S1BG. Variety of AR options and up to 320 horsepower. So nice little small frame turbo. Price point, yeah, it's a fairly high price, but it's probably a bit cheaper than a GTX series Garrett by a few hundred. So yeah, worthy turbo in my mind. Next one is the S200 range, probably better for 1.8 to 2 litre. You can hit anywhere between 300 to 550 and probably 650 on the bigger exhaust housing option. We got the EFR series, again, 6758 premium turbos. This is just the compressor housing in CHRA, that's 450 horsepower. They exclude the exhaust housing, which is an additional amount. EFR 7064, beautiful turbos, 500 horsepower. And this is actually like wheel. They record wheel horsepower with these Borg Warners. So we got the next EFR 7163. Price is starting to move up. And we've got 550 horsepower. They've got like internal wastegates that come stock with them, and then the boost solenoid setup is also connected up. EFR 7670, price is going up. We got up to 600 horsepower, so it's for serious races, drag people. So yeah, think about that. Next one is the Holset range, HX35 turbo, 8 square centimeters. We got about 300 to 400 horsepower. So a worthy turbo. They're very good, I've heard. We got another variant of the HX35, probably more for the 2 litre class. These, I think, are touching on 300 to 400. It's the next one. The next one that is the probably for like a 2 litre class with a 500 horsepower rating. Very good turbos. I've heard very good stories about them. And the price point's really nice, like £500. So yeah, not bad. We'll look at the HX40 in a bit. I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, it's good for 600 horsepower, 700. And if you're diesel, I think 350, which makes a lot of sense as well. Harder to boost up a diesel motor because of half the RPM. So those are the Holset range. Next is the Precision Turbo, a PT4847. We have got the horsepower range of up to 400. They started actually as modifying Garrett turbos, Precision, and then they went on their own as direct competitors. PT5155, up to 400 horsepower. Premium product price. I mean, you can see that they're a competitor to Garrett just because of their price point. Not tried them though. This is, I've got to just close all these additional windows. It's taking up a bit of space with the recording app, etc. So we got one or two more here to show you. So it's a 5558 turbo from Precision. That's not a bad price actually. We can go up to 625. So yeah, that's going to be a nice turbo for a bigger motor. Oh, I don't know why it's so slow. Sorry, guys. Let me just let it all load up. So 5562. Sort of retrospectively going back. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find anything more. Well, we could look more, but again, it's the Turbos and Trim website. They've got an English version and then also a German version. Oh, this one's good for 700, eh? So it's a 5558 turbocharger. Price is not too bad either. I think everyone's got their sort of ideal turbo. You know, for me, I really like Borg Warner EFR in the race series. But also Airworks is pretty good if you're on a budget. So that's what I'm looking for. I'll load up that site just while in the meantime. Please think about your Toyotas. This is the approximate of like a CT16 to a CT20. And we've got about 250 to 260 horsepower capable. The next CT series is a CT26 from a Mark III Supra, and I think you can hit about 350 horsepower with it, factory standard. Though I've seen CT20 hybrids that do 350, 360, so it just depends on the internals. Finally, for the boost, for those guys who love boost but don't like to pay all that juice, so yeah, these are the cheapest ones I could find, really. The Chinese max speeding rods, going from about £100, so approximately $120, up to about say $200, so 150, £170. It's basically on the standard range of turbos, and you go universal turbo. We can find a couple of bits here. So yeah, I'll just click on a couple for us so that we can sort of let them all load up. But yeah, like I've heard good stories about them. I heard that you can't really beat them on a price point. You know, their connecting rods are pretty good. So it stands to reason that their turbos would also be quite good. And if the fact is that they've got like now a track record of using these turbos. So I would say, yeah, definitely if you're on the budget side, just buy one. Buy one, use it and abuse it. Especially the drifting guys. That's really what you need and what you want. You want some cheap stuff that goes fast and is easily replaceable and cheaply replaceable. Okay, so let us open a few more and then we will run through them for a bit. Also, I wanted to say is if you have any better suggestions or any other suggestions, let me know. GT35, a copy of a Garrett. This is good for up to 600, so that's not too bad. It's a medium frame turbocharger, probably going on the big side. GT30, 134 pounds, about $150, excluding VAT and tax. So what have we got on performance side of things? Let's just double check. So 500 horses, that's not too bad. That could be a nice 2-litre build for you guys. For the more daring, a 4E, a 5E FE. This one is approximately 400. Is it 400? Let's just see, double check it. 400. Yeah, 400. And that's like kind of a 2.5 litre sort of range turbo. It's going a bit too big anyway. GT45, huge turbo. I don't know why it's such a small power output. I don't know what's wrong there. Let's pretend we didn't see that one, boys. And I think that should be about it. We got probably one more to look at. Yeah, this is just a T4, T3 one, so about $150, 130 pounds. I think we're going to be touching in the odd 400 horsepower range with this one. But like I said, this isn't the be-all and end-all list. Let me know what your thoughts are on various turbos, and maybe we can cover a couple in future. Gents, wanted to say thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Please recommend me to a friend. Finally, boost hard and boost safe, fellas. See you next weekend.